Okay, I guess we're ready. This is a screen that will come up front end. This is Media Center's files. Don't go there. Come over to TvPro. Double click it. Now it's going to ask you for a password. Does anybody know the password?
No.
Don't guess. Does anybody know the password?
Hogstein is awesome.
And TvPro. No, we don't know
No.
the password.
Thank you. BE
101.
103. Unless somebody's changed it. Now it's possible they've changed this.
Oh,
They have. Okay, hang
is
on.
it touchable then?
No. Do me a favor. Now I'll show you where I keep all the passwords for all this stuff. Over here in this lock cabinet. How do you know when I'm coming? It's the lock cabinet.
That'd be so much easier.
Hey, listen up.
It's the phone number. By the way, you're gonna be tested on all this stuff, so I hope you're paying attention to this. 0469. So over here, 0469. Punch it in, and here we go. Passwords. Okay, so the 4554 is for the lock itself. Password for the Compix is BE-103. I didn't type it in the hyphen. All right, let's do it. Did you already punch it in?
I should have punched it. It should be.
No. Capital B, capital E, hyphen 103. No, I just noticed something odd. Okay, so we're in. Okay. Now what do you punch? Well, on this one, what we want to do is character generation. We're not using the news scroll. This is for a newsroom, which we're not using. So this machine is dedicated to the Compix software. Nothing else runs on here, except news scroll, which is a subset of the character generator. Hit generator. He's got Gen CG here, character generator. It says select channel 1 or 2. I always open both. Click open both, and you gotta have 2 streams of video coming out rather than 1. It'll take a moment to boot, and here it is. Now, this is something that you've all seen on TV. I'll go into the actual use of this later on, but right now I'm just doing introductions. So you pick a template that you like. Here's one. We'll bring it over, put it on the TV screen. Then you just simply overtype whatever you want. Okay, so it's done. That's all you need to know. Now, this has a preview and a program as everything else does. Preview program, preview program. Click it once, you'll see it on preview. Click it again, and we'll take whatever's on preview and send it to program. So we're all set with our little lower third here. Now you need to move on. Next item we want to turn on is the switcher. Feel free. Making me crazy here. Too much furniture. Put all these brown chairs in the back. Put all the black chairs in front. Black chairs are short. They're designed that way. Okay.
And they're set to.
Feel for back here for where the power cord is. And sometimes you might have to actually look. Got the lights on. You can see all the power is coming in over here. So just feel around by the power cord. Push a switch. Any switch that's there. And it comes on. Oh, we skipped one. don't forget to turn this on. This is the intercom system. Okay, now this will take a moment. We'll wake it up. The problem with this switcher is it will remember whatever the last command was. Somebody hit master fade to black. So it's remembering that was the last command. That's why the pictures were black. Now it does just what it says. It says live switcher, meaning this is where you switch from whatever camera you want to use. Okay, that's why it's called a switcher. If you want to use camera 1, the way we teach you is there's 2 buses here also. A bus is just a series of selectors. This one's programmed, so that's whatever's on the air. So if you push something on this top bus, it will immediately go on the air or to the recorder. That's called program. In our style of production here, the way we teach you, we always want you to preview what's coming next so that you're fully prepared. Let's say that we're going to go from bars to camera 1. So down here where it says PST, that's preview. I'm going to hit camera 1. Now you can do anything you want down here, and it will not affect what's going on in program, which is the beauty of it. It's the whole point. So I want to go to camera 1. Now notice that's what I'm going to take next. Notice there's a green overlay over camera 1. And there's a green overlay down here. That tells me that's green is next. Watch, I'll go to camera 2, you'll see the same thing. See it? Camera 3, green outline, like so. Camera 1, green outline. Now, and it goes to preview, whatever I've picked here. Whenever I change it from preview to program, that will change to red. So I know that's what's on the air. Watch. I'm going to hit cut. Camera 1, which is in preview right now with the green screen, camera 1 will flip over and replace those color bars, which is what's on the air now, and they'll flip-flop. Whatever I had on program will come to preview, whatever I had on preview will come to program when I hit cut button. Watch. It flips. Now notice the color bars are on preview, camera 1 is on program, and the green has turned to red. See the red outline? That tells you camera 1 is the one that's on the air. Okay? Now, obviously, that's pretty important to know. So you don't say, oh, get camera 1 ready. Camera 1's already ready. It's on the air. Let's go to camera 2 next. So now camera 2 has got the green rim around it. And I know that camera 1 is the one that's on the air. How?
Red box.
Red box, green box. Now I'm going to flip those two, preview and program. Camera 2 is now going to replace camera 1 as soon as I hit cut. So they just flip-flop, okay? The thinking here being that you're probably going to go back and forth mainly between just 2 or 3 cameras most of the time. So it just flips them. Where's our lower third? Well, you're going to have to turn that on. That thingy is called a key. Now we have 2 keys here, and it's downstream of everything else, meaning it's last in the circuit. Last, downstream. Again, engineers love to use water as a metaphor for electrons. You'll hear it all the time. They'll say cascade, meaning one signal drop to another signal, mix and drop to another signal. Over and over again, you'll hear these water terms. Here we have downstream key 1, right here, downstream key 2 here. Look over here and it will tell you, what's that say up on the top? Are we on 1 or 2?
2.
CG channel 2, that'll be here, bada boom. How simple can it be? Now, let's say you want to make sure that that's the right title. Because in a big show, you might have 20 or 30 of those, right? So there's a way to preview that. We just go over here and hit preview, okay? And these 2 buttons need to be interchanged. I should have Reef do that. I think you need a screwdriver to do that. No, I can do it. There we go. Don't do this, you guys. I like it. I can take it. Okay, so that's downstream key 2. Let's make that downstream key 1. How do we do that? We go over here, and I like to shrink this. I usually take this down so that I have both images on the screen at the same time. Here's channel 1. Here's channel 2. So let's work with channel 1 at the moment. Okay, and I can move this around like I would any other text. I can center it, I can do whatever I want with it. I'm happy with it where it is. I can put a background on a US flag or whatever, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to play it. Preview. First time I hit it, preview. Second time I hit it, program. So now I have, and I shrink it so I can see what I got on both channels. I know this is on channel 1, this is on channel 2. Preview 1, preview 2. This board, because we have it set up as downstream keyers, I can have both at the same time. So I can have one stream of graphic alone, or both streams of graphics, or neither. So let's take them both. Over here, let's say when I take it, I only want one. Let's say I want to add the lower third to it. Now, how do I get rid of them? Same thing, you just reverse it, off and off. Now, in here are the menus to set the times for those to dissolve on and dissolve off. So, you know, you can readjust it. You can have them cut on, you can have them fly on, fly off, scroll up, scroll down, go sideways, whatever you want. But these are pre-programmed in here at the speeds that I prefer. By the way, my preferred speed is 7 frames per second. How many frames are there in one full video?
60.
30.
30 frames per second. I like 7 frames for dissolves. Okay, yes, you had a question. Okay, yeah. I'm not really teaching this right now, I'm just introing it. So that's your switcher, that's your character generator. Don't forget to turn on the intercom system. This is the only station, by the way, there's a bunch of them. This is the only headset station where you can talk out there to the studio. Put this on. And turn on the mic. Check, check, check. And check, check, check. You ought to be able to hear me out there. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. Yes? Well, it should be on. I don't know if we turned on the big knob yet or not. But anyway, let's keep on moving. This is where the director would sit, right here. Technical director here. Character generator person there. Teleprompter there. Recording engineer there. Okay, now we get to the crux of the lesson for today. This is the camera control units. Now, I've already shown you how to power up the audio. So why don't you guys, whoever knows what they're doing, go power up the audio board, stick a CD in there into drawer number 2, just grab the one that's on the top, and power that up, get a CD going if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, stand back and let somebody try. Anybody want to give it a shot? Nobody?
Just one person?
Go ahead. As long as you don't touch that rein, you're not going to break anything. Go ahead. Okay, now while he's doing that, let's talk about these things.
Power button in the middle.
These are called camera control units, or CCUs for short.
You gotta push it.
Done. The big knob is right by now.
Yeah, we'll turn it on. I don't see any lights, so it must be off. Turn it on. Find the power. That's it. It's nearby. There you go. Okay, let them work it out. Each one's labeled for each camera. Now, you let this run automatically, or you can manually run it. We like to manually run it because we're training here. You need a couple other components turned on. It's called a passive switcher or the shaders switcher. This is called the shading waveform, WF, waveform monitor. It's also does some other functions. Now, how do we know if we got the right picture outside? Well, you'd never do a production with the work lights on. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to set up something for you, and then I'm going to show you how to do some shading. This is the lesson for today. All this other stuff's introductory. I want you to know how to turn it on after today, but not necessarily how to operate it. This, I want you to learn how to operate today. Make a hole, please.